Good morning. This is going to be the Aries video. I have really just been going with the flow. I have been so zen. I've been practicing zen. And so I really haven't been like so serious and constrained with time restraints and stuff. I've just been going with the flow. And it really has worked for me. I do feel a lot more at ease. I'm more present. I'm more mindful. And I feel like the messages are coming through. I'm not having to really force them. So I'm real excited about that. I am offering mini readings this week, little 15-minute readings for $25. You can pay with PayPal or Cash App. And I will include my email address. You can contact me if you would like to have a mini reading, and I can let you know what's going on in your life. This is my Alice in Wonderland deck. I love this. This is my favorite deck. All right, what I have with the first card is the Seven of Cups. And basically what I'm getting with this card is a certain element of defensiveness, of possibly even jealousy, of trying to hold on to things, trying to protect what's yours, being very fearful of loss, scared someone's going to come in and take something away from you. So I'm feeling very strongly that this is jealousy. Maybe I'm feeling for some of you, maybe you were jealous of, displaying some jealousy in your relationship, being very scared that somebody else is going to come in and take what you have. I'm going to go ahead and get a clarifier. I'm going to pull a Romance Angel card for this. So, calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. But basically what I'm getting is that you've already met the soulmate. You've already met the soulmate. And you're dealing with some emotional triggers right now. Some things are coming up, like I said, mostly fear of loss. Because you're really trying to hold on to something or someone. And the message that's coming through from Spirit is that very energy of fear. Because there is no fear in love. So if you are feeling jealous, that is a fear. That is a fear-based energy. And that is not love. That is at the opposite end of the spectrum. But to not place judgment, because I know I have spent my whole lifetime being very jealous. I'm just now really getting past that. It's something that we learn as a child. It's a core wound. It's something that we experience as a child, either a rejection or abandonment, a deep sense of this fear of loss that we push out on somebody else. And if you're not careful, you can push people away that way, because it's a very repelling energy. Because a person who's confident and knows what they bring to the table, and knows that, look, I know what I bring to the table. I know how amazing I am. Either you're going to be here or you're not. Because you know what? Even if you're not here, I'm going to be all right regardless. Is way more attractive than somebody who's very needy and always needs reassurance. So be very careful with that. That message is coming up that, you have met your soulmate. You have this soulmate that you're with. But be very careful not to push them away by really bringing your baggage from the past into this. So the message that's coming through is to really release your exes, the past, that energy. And we have the Knight of Cups because you have this offer of love. And it is real and you can trust it. I'm going to pull one of the Heart Oracle cards. Apologize, there's a train. I live real close to the tracks, so there's always a train. Always a hospital helicopter, always a race car. I swear I live on the noisiest street in Anderson, Indiana. It's crazy. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So that is the message from your soulmate. So if you were doubting, this love is mutual and you can trust it. But you got to be very careful not to push it away with both hands out of fear. Because once you get into, and what I'm getting is, in the beginning it was very, it was very good, and then your fears started creeping in, and you started seeing things that you're almost like your mind was playing tricks on you. Like, oh no, this looks just like something I've seen before. This is going to go downhill. But you have to have faith and know, like I said, this is mutual. This is your message from your soulmate. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So you are loved. You're being offered this love. And you are lovable. And you are worthy of love. And you have to know that, because if you don't, then you could push love away from you with this fear-based energy that you're in. We have the Five of Cups. This is that heartache card. So, maybe this person has pulled away from you because they need a little space. Maybe you were just a lot. We can be a lot. I get it. I get it. And the message that I'm getting right now is that you need this little space to work on yourself. And they need space too, because sometimes people need a little space, especially as the relationship progresses and they become more intimate and more vulnerable. This leveling up sometimes requires space, requires privacy. Be all right with giving space. Space is good. It's not a bad thing. It means that they're leveling up in their intimacy towards you. Allow it. And sometimes you have to give somebody space so that they can miss you. Lots of cups cards. Like almost all of them. This reading is all about love. You guys have really been going through it. Going through the hills and valleys. I get it. My beloved, though we may not... My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. How's that for a message? Does that need clarified? And you have to get to the point that you realize that you're never separated from anything. Everyone in the universe, every single person is connected. And the way that I had it explained to me is we're all fragments of the universe that all fit together like a puzzle that form the universe. We are the universe experiencing itself, because the universe, source, God, was love, pure love, nothing but love. But how would you know if you were love? I mean, it's amazing to experience love, but when you want to experience something else after a while, instead of just that single that single energy, that singularity, that love, wouldn't you want to experience something else? So Source divided itself up into all these different fragments so that it could experience this duality here in this 3D physical realm of opposites, so that it could experience what isn't love and find its way back to love. See, because we come from love. And it's our purpose as divine beings having human experience to find our way back to love. Jealousy is not love. Not giving space is not love. Love is acceptance. Love is without fears. And sometimes, you have to be apart from your partner for a while in order to find your way back to each other, because how would you know if something was for you if you just choked the life out of it, wouldn't let it out of your sight? Is that how, would you want that type of relationship, or would you want one to flow and know that when this person comes to you, it's because they want to, not out of some sort of sense of obligation, or I'm getting for some of you, because you're sad. I'm sad, come back to me, make me happy again. That's a lot of obligation for one person. Those are heavy expectations that we put on others. We have the Page of Cups. And basically what I'm getting with this card is setting free. It's that whole cliche, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it was meant to be. If not, then it's that cliche. And that really is true. That really is how this works, because I don't know how many people, I've seen so many people try to keep people with them by buying them, by coercing them, by trapping them with children, by threatening suicide. I'm trying to think of all the things people do to keep people. These are all very lower vibrations. Very lower vibrations. That's not love. None of that's love. That's a big, toxic, lower vibrational mess. Learn what is love and what isn't love. I pull another romance angel card. It says unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And basically what I'm getting here, and don't get triggered, this does not mean that this person doesn't care about you and doesn't want to be with you. But remember when I said that you can push somebody away? You push somebody away, there's not an attraction. Because what is an attraction? Attraction is when you bring them towards you. So it says here there's not enough attraction to keep this relationship going. That's why. Because you're repelling somebody. You're repelling them. You're pushing them away. You want to magnetize them towards you. And how do you magnetize them towards you? The perfect energy to be in is to not need anything or anyone outside of yourself, to recognize the fact that you're whole and complete on your own. And if you're not in that energy, then you know what? The space that you have right now, the space that they have given you, is for you to get into that energy, for you to work through those things. Let them go for a while. And use this time and use this, but do this for you. Because when you do it for somebody else, guess what? It never works out that way. Because you have these messages that they love you. They love you a lot. But right now, there's no attraction. They can't be with you the way things are right now because there's too many fears, there's too much jealousy, there's too many insecurities. There's too many things that are not love. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And basically the energy that I'm getting with this is to start being present, start enjoying life. Stop worrying. You know what? The past is gone. Release it. Because basically the energy that I'm getting is that you're too stuck in the past. Release that. Stop worrying about the future. Be present. I have started this new meditation practice. I was having trouble really meditating and connecting by listening to meditative music because it was kind of too distracting for me. I love music, don't get me wrong, but like when I go out and I walk the paths, like out in the woods by the water, I see so many people out there with like headphones on listening to music, and I'm like, why would you listen to music out here? I love music, but this is not the time or the place for music. There's so many nature sounds around you. Why would you do that? And so remember I said, I don't know if I said this or I might have said it in the last video. I think I said it in the last video. I'm sweating like a pig because I haven't turned my AC on because I like to listen to the birds and the crickets outside, especially at night and early in the morning. It's amazing. I may have to turn it on today because it's very muggy. Let me go ahead and pull another card while I'm talking. I have found that when I lay in my bed and I hear the music that the crickets make, I meditate perfectly. I'm present. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm completely mindless for the time being. And it is magical. Absolutely magical. So try to incorporate some sort of meditative practice. If you need meditative music, do so. If you prefer the music of the crickets like I do, or the birds, then do that. And birthday. A significant birthday holds the answer to your questions. I'm getting for some of you, maybe you were triggered because maybe this person didn't come through for your birthday the way you wanted them to, didn't contact you. I know last year that was a big trigger for me with somebody that, I was obsessed about at the time. Or maybe some significant event is going to happen around your birthday. Maybe this person's going to return to you around your birthday. Maybe this would be your birthday present. There's something around your birthday. Either it's a trigger or it's a gift. And only you know that. The Hangman. This is that indecision. The undecisiveness. And not just that. This is almost like stagnant energy. Being stuck. That's the energy that I'm getting with this. You're stuck right now. And the reason why you're stuck is because, well, one thing, you're stuck in your mind. And you do know that your mind creates your reality, right? Your mind creates your current reality. So be mindful of what you are telling yourself, for one thing. Second of all, this connection that you had, it had to stagnate because it couldn't go any further right now because there were issues that needed work through. And I'm getting that those are your issues involving your own insecurities and your own self-esteem. And so this is a time to work on that. So that's the reason why you're stuck in this hanged man energy. And plus you're too focused on this. You're too focused on this goal. And you know what? This goal is in the future. So you're not being present. Your suffering is because you're worried about the past and the future. If you could really learn to meditate, get out in nature, start enjoying life to where you can get your mind to where it's not just obsessing on and focused on this person, you will make so much more progress, trust me. And sometimes we actually have to like detox from somebody, like absolutely detox. And you know, you might just have to go no contact. Sometimes you have no contact's not bad because you can actually kind of detox your energy. I know I'm doing that right now because people can become like drugs to us. It's not healthy. But be careful if you do go no contact, don't do it as a game. Don't do it as like an end game, like, oh, I'm going to trigger fear of loss in them. Oh, they really lost me now. They've really done it. They're going to really come running back to me. And then it becomes a manipulative energy. Let it be for you. Like, have pure intentions behind it. Community. Your friends want to help you. You know, I'm getting for some of you, maybe you've cut yourself off from friends and family. So do definitely connect to people. Stop isolating yourself. Find something to do in the community. Take up a hobby. I'm getting that for some of you, like take an art class, take a music class. Shift your focus. All right, I'm going to pull the postcard oracle card, and then I am going to conclude the video. Dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again full circle in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready? You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self, whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that this is the new opportunity for rebirth. You will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places, or infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present moment. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope, loving you always. So sometimes, you know, when somebody comes into our life, we're not ready for them, and they're not ready for us. And so we really judge it when things seem not work out. But the message that's really coming through for this reading is that this is not over with. This is just a pause. And when you least expect it, it's going to come back around. And you got the messages of love because, you know, this person does love you very much. Believe that. But if you would like to have a personal reading with me, I can give you more details about what's going on with your particular situation. Like I said, they are $25 right now for any reading. And so do definitely reach out to me. Thank you for watching.